and welcome to the second devotion this week on the subject of choices. A few weeks ago, the lectionary had its usual 4 readings to choose from, and quite unusually, in preparing my service, I chose to use 3. The first was from Deuteronomy, where God gives the people a choice, which is a matter of life and death. Either follow the way of the world or follow God's way. The second reading was from that seldom read and one chapter book of Philemon, where he is asked to decide whether to remain an angry owner or a forgiving friend. And the third one was from Luke's Gospel, when Jesus uses quite strong language about following him. He says you need to hate your family, and if you don't, then you're not fit to follow him. That's strong language from Jesus, and it doesn't seem to fit right, does it? It seems to contradict one of the 10 Commandments, honour thy father and mother. But Jesus is telling people, don't make an immediate decision. Think it over before following me, because it's a huge decision. And Jesus goes on to tell parables about a builder of a tower who must make sure that he can afford to build it, because if he has to stop part way, he'll look foolish and he'll be humiliated. And the second one was regarding a war leader whose troops were going to be outnumbered if he went into battle. And Jesus says he needs to sit down and think about this before subjecting himself to probably humiliating defeat. But Jesus is saying to the crowd, I'm not asking you to go through anything that I will not have to go through myself. When looking at that particular passage, I found it difficult with that word hate. And my commentary, the Oxford commentary, says that instead of the word hate, the translation should better be love less than. So anyone who loves me less than his family is not fit to be my disciple. In Matthew's Gospel, he says, anyone who loves his father and mother more than me is not worthy of me. It's a bit less daunting, and it's a bit easier for us to understand because it seems to fit our image of Christ. If we look at the version from Luke where he uses the word hate, if we change it, it would read, if anyone comes to me and loves me less than their father and mother, sister and brothers, and even their own wife, they cannot be my disciple. A bit more comfortable, that, isn't it? But then again, should we be comfortable? But I feel that Jesus is saying that the things the world values, such as money, possessions, position in society, has all got to be left behind and be replaced by the love of God for all people. Jesus is giving us a choice. Follow me or don't follow me. That is your choice. And he gives us that choice because that is, in a way, his grace in action. But I say we have a choice. But in some ways, we have no choice at all. Because if God calls us to do something, he's made that choice for us. He's saying that he has given us the skills to do his work and his will. And he will always be with us as we follow him. Great thought that, isn't it? That he'll always be with us if we follow him. My prayer is, in finishing today, that we may all follow Jesus because we have no choice. We have no choice because his love is so embedded in us. We can't keep our faith in. We have to let it out. It's a choice, but perhaps it's no choice. You decide. Amen. Thanks again for listening to the second look at choices, and we'll look at another one on Friday morning. In the meantime, have a really good day. May it be filled with the love of God. Take care, and I'll see you Friday. Bye bye.